Alright, we got lizard news. Okay, right off the bat, I wanted to discuss with you the gene edited babies. Before I go on with that, you have to know a little bit about a history. This has been going on since the fall. Okay, like I said, this is Lucifer's planet. But I'm going to bring you up to speed to the 1930s. Now, this is a book by 13 Cubes. Stuart Swerdlow wrote it. And he tells you point blank that back in the 30s, they were playing matchmakers. It's called the seeding program. Okay? This is all about MK Ultra and mind control. Okay? Which ties into this gene editing thing, I believe. Now, if you're a targeted individual, the reason why you're targeted is because you have what's called a human Lyrian bloodline. This is like, you're a mixture of this stuff. Okay? And Lucifer's been playing God for a very long time. All right. The seeding program, okay, it was conducted by the Nazis, okay, at the end of World War II. Okay? They had this concept of the great Aryan superior race, okay? The seeding program was conducted by finding a male and a female with genetics that closely resembled or was identical to the original human Lyrian ideal. This includes blonde hair, blue eyes, or red hair, green eyes, or, mixture. Okay, very often these genes are from the Celtic or the Germanic people. Sometimes the Russian and other Eastern Europeans are used for this breeding purpose. Okay, it's the Vikings' origins. The Nazi matchmakers mated males and females of these desirable genetics to produce offspring with similar genetics. The infants were preliminary programmed and then either placed into adoption agencies or they were closely monitored through families. Okay, so your family was probably, your biggest handler. Okay, like your parents. Okay, your parents were handlers. This is something that you all need to know. If you're a TI, you have to look at your family, okay? A lot of these families are trained to raise the child in a specific manner. The adoptive parents then become the handlers of the child. In the U.S., many of these children are known as the seeding program, okay? And they're placed in the Midwest, Rocky Mountain states of Appalachia, California, you name it, wherever, okay? Okay. These children were part of what's called the super children, okay? And this would be the next phase of humanity. So that's where we're at right now. We have, hybrid. We're a mixture. Everybody's a mixture, but for some reason the Illuminati is really targeting us because of these genetics. In my opinion, many of these children, as in the case, were used in sexual ritual because of their mind power, and physical bodies could take on so much more. Most normal children would have died from the experiences these super children were put through. Blonde hair, blue eyed people are more easily programmed due to an enzyme in their DNA that allows for an overlay of instructions. Okay? This could be an indication of genetic manipulation going back millions of years. Okay, so this whole cloning, gene editing thing is no surprise. Okay? It's like I said, it's the fall. It's when Lucifer got thrown down here on the planet. Okay? How do you have your family follow orders? Okay, well, you do it through genetic manipulation, the DNA. You do the Trojan horse thing. You work from the inside out. Okay? Okay. Many of these seeded children were themselves made to reproduce and in turn placing their offspring up for adoption. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, now, in my opinion, I probably fall under this category, the indigo children or star children, okay? And the Illuminati think they own me, okay? Because I have the bloodline of them, okay? Now, that is the reason why when a baby is born, this goes back to the Swiss Templar blood bank. When a baby is born, they want to know that bloodline, okay? Because every child is monitored. Every child. I mean, it's unbelievable. Okay? So, here we are, we're facing attacks on our physical body and our psychic powers due to this 5G control. Okay. Now, like I said, if you're a targeted individual, this is probably where you fall under. This is what happened in the 1930s. You have to know your history, and you have to go all the way back to Egyptian times too. I mean, the cloning and all the genetic stuff has been going on for thousands of years, people. Okay, so you need to calm down about that. Okay, Joan Rivers was right. You all need to calm down. you know, a lot of mixing going on, right? All right, so, but it doesn't give them the right to assault us, to go after our pineal gland, our chakra system, and everything else. That is complete bullshit. This is what I'm fighting. Is this taking of our DNA, our frequency, and then attacking us? Okay, this is what the whole targeted individual program is based on. It's based on this 1930 Nazi matchmaking shit. Okay, where it's the mixture of human, Lyrian bloodline, the Vikings. Okay, it goes all the way back, people. Okay, so they're attacking us primarily because we have this in our, so. All right, because we're able to see this stuff. Okay, so it's also called the Monarch Program, and it's all into sexual magic and stuff, and it's really bad shit, people. Okay, what has happened? Okay, so what has happened to us will probably happen to. Now this is where I want to lead you into the current story. MIT came out with an article, and they have said that they are the Chinese scientists are creating what's called CRISPR babies. Okay, this is what they're saying, is that they're creating children, the first children whose DNA has been tailored using gene editing. Okay, so what they're doing is they're going through it, and they're making hybrids probably, and they're doing it through IVF. Okay, so this is not el natural sexual man loves woman stuff. This is through manipulation. Okay, and here's the man that's primarily doing it. And what it is they're calling them CRISPR babies, to modify human embryos so that they are resistant against, here we go, let's find it, to edit make them HIV resistant. Okay, also another one is what was the other one? I forgot, syphilis or something, but just to give you an understanding, AIDS was designed by the Greys, the Zeta Reticuli. Okay, this to me, on all honesty, is a cover-up. Okay, they're going after, Lucifer and his crew are going after something specific. There's a gene called CCR5, okay? So they're saying, like, okay, we're making these babies that are resistant to HIV, smallpox, and cholera, which is, a bunch of bullshit. Okay? They're going after something. They're going after psychic powers. Okay? All right? Now, like I said, this goes back to the 1930s, where the Nazis played God. Okay? The more things change, the less they change. Okay, like I said, this goes all the way back, where they're doing, again, this is the same thing, the seeding program. This is no different. Okay, gene editing. Okay, they say they're there to help, make these babies resistant and stuff. It's bullshit. They're making these babies so that they're compliant to the 5G frequency that's on the planet. Okay. They're making clones. Okay? They're lying to you. HIV/AIDS was designed, like I said, the Greys, the Zeta Reticuli. Okay? So, if you're a targeted individual, your story, more than likely, goes all the way back to the 1930s. The seeding program. Okay? Okay? Where it's the human Lyrian bloodline, the Viking bloodline. And that's why I'm raising the alarm to let you know that when they do these things to, help couples have children and stuff, it's more than likely that child has handlers. The parents are going to be handlers for that baby. Okay? They're going to indoctrinate that child into the Masonic order. Okay? It's going to be the same shit. And the families are not going to tell the child, they're not going to warn the child about who and what they are. Okay? I had to learn about this shit the hard way. Okay? By being tortured and gang stalked and harassed and just fucking bullshit. Okay? So,